Oh, we are live, and we're going live. And happy Halloween to you as we wait to boost up our, streamers here before we debut and re-debut for some, The Midnight Caller, a short film that was written and directed by an uninspired Rico. We came together
on 4 hours of sleep.
Now, I am calling this the director's cut. It's the director's cut of The Midnight Vulture because we got to throw out some TikTok versions and ADD versions and stuff for the kids. But for those who appreciate the art in its entirety, we're uploading that to the YouTube page, and after we debut it here on the live stream, and it is fantastic all the way through.
Yeah, we all gave our 110%.
Yeah.
So
my 14-year-old was very impressed, and they're a horror movie fan. So
yeah, and hell, my daughter gave it 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then I played it for some TikTokers, and they're just like, it's too long. Okay, ADD.
More than 15 seconds.
I know. So yes, we will have a 15-second version that will drop on the on TikTok, and yeah, I'm sure we'll get all the likes and algorithms and stuff. But yes, as soon as we get some more people, good morning, Anthony, on the podcast broadcast stream, we're gonna debut that in its entirety and uncensored. So yes, there's a lot of F-bombs and a bunch of it's a lot of fun. So let me get on the air just to tease that real quick, and here we go. All right, here's the deal, Tucson. We are live on the podcast broadcast, and we're going to debut for you a short film that we call The Midnight Caller. It is our horror film gift to you as we star in this independent project, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So join us, youtube.com/BeefVegan, or on the Beef Vegan Facebook page as we are streaming live, and we have so much to get to. But on the FM side, the party continues. We've got F My Life coming up next, and a ton of bands dressed as other bands, like the Ataris dressed as Brian. I'm looking at you.
Why are you looking at me?
Well, you
Seltzer Orchestra?
No, dude. Yeah.
Brian May?
No, dude. What are you talking about? Maybe it's not even Brian. What is it? Boys of Summer. Who is it?
Oh.
Give me another long Yeah. You're just Googling.
Don Henley?
No, it's not Don Henley. Oh, maybe it was Don Henley.
It is Don Henley?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. So, Don Brian Henley. A lot of people don't know that Don's middle name is Brian. So, here is the cover of Don Brian Henley's song, Boys of Summer, by the Ataris. Happy Halloween to you. Join us live, youtube.com/BeefVegan, for the debut of The Midnight Caller. Truck on 2.1 KFMA. You know the name of the show. Let's go. All right. I'm sure that sounded not as cool on the stream side because you didn't hear the music in the background, but trust me, there was a ramp playing and it sounded way cool on the FM
so
side.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. So let's see your streams and commenting. Do you know who we are? We're dressed up, obviously. Let's get through some yos here. Yo, let's see you, Manny. Good morning to see you. Good to see you. All right, we're getting ready for the debut of this Midnight Caller. I'm excited. Can you tell who Rico is? Let me see in the comments.
Nondescript 70s porn star.
So, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, honestly, nondescript 70s porn star is more accurate as to what I was calling you all morning long. In fact, actually, you remind me of that famous cover where it's a guy blowing a tuba into a girl's vagina.
Oh, my God. I know it's sad that I know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking
it's
about.
Sad. And amazing.
Yes.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
No. And then Weirdo is claiming that she's Wednesday Addams. It really is just kind of like it's a hack. It's like it was an easy fix. Oh yeah, she does have a dress though. That's nice. Here, let me go full screen. Yeah.
Can you do the dance?
And knee-high socks.
Oh, knee-high socks. Nice.
She's doing the dance.
I'm doing the dance.
Oh my God.
Nice. All right. So we have that going on. Well, why don't we get into it?
I didn't want to put on a wig.
Yeah. All right, so this is a movie. Again, we joked about it, we talked about it, and Rico put together a 15-page script when he was too tired and uninspired.
I was like, whatever.
Yes, and then immediately after we shot this and recorded it after the show one day, he went home and for the next 12 hours straight, while tired and uninspired, edited it together, and we would like to debut it for you on the live stream. So without further ado, we'd like to present to you The Midnight Caller.
Something on my ankles, and I look down, and my my damn ex-wife on there, man.
Wow, man. Yeah, well, that was quite a plot twist.
So I gotta go to Chick-fil-A right now. I'll see y'all later.
All
Take
right,
care.
sounds good. All right, we're keeping the scary stories going here on the Midnight Vultures radio show. Caller number 9. Tell us your favorite spooky story.
Hello, is this Ace Hardware?
Yeah, very scary how you don't pay attention. Wrong number.
Hello.
That happens from time to time. Don't worry. Let me ask the other line. All right, Midnight Vultures, you got a scary story for us?
Yeah, man, this one time I was taking a dump at a rest stop up near Picacho Peak. When I pulled in, I was the only car there, and it was around 3 a.m. I'm sitting there, doing my business when the door opens, and then some cowboy boots with those spurs rattling start walking in. Heavy, slow steps. I didn't hear any other cars pull up, so I figured this stranger must have been walking in the desert for a long time. I remained completely still, but the boots just kept walking slowly toward my stall until finally, the boots were facing right in front of my stall door. I felt a cold breeze and I stayed completely still. It was like silence fell over both of us. It felt like the air was sucked right out of that bathroom. Those boots didn't move and I couldn't tell if my mind was playing tricks on me, but when he took a breath, it sounded like a horse or some sort of animal. I finally mustered up the courage to say, "Hello," and not a response. Then some sort of demonic black smoke started coming down out of his pants and began crawling toward me. I let out a panic scream and asked him what he wanted. The man started getting aggressive with the door handle and then began to punch the stall, knowing he was about to break it down. Whew, I felt the poof shoot right out of me and I screamed, "What do you want from me?" And in the most evil voice you've ever heard, the man said,
Hi, Beef. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Do you have a minute?
Son of a bitch. Oh, come on, man.
Oh my God, it got you. That was awesome.
I don't know how they keep finding me.
I don't know either, man. This midnight show used to be something else, and it's not what it used to be, unfortunately.
Yes, look, people are still out there. They still have scary stories. I'm getting hungry anyways. Maybe we should call it a wrap. Anyone else want a roast beef sandwich? I'm just kidding. Let me just do another call. I'm sure we got scary stories out there.
One more.
All right.
All right, welcome to Midnight Vultures. You got a scary story for us?
I don't really have a scary story. I think I'd rather play a game.
No, dude. No, that's my thing. I say that.
It's a little game called Guess the Caller. What do you say?
Yeah, okay. Is this Douche Nozzle McGee or something? What do I win?
Are we in some kind of Saw ripoff parody? Is this what's happening right now?
Seriously.
No, man. We're having people tell us scary stories.
I'll give you a clue. 2 years ago, someone called in with a song request. A very simple song request. And you didn't play it.
I'm sorry, man, but that's not narrowing it down much. I get plenty of song requests every single day. I'm only allowed to play.
Do you remember the song?
No idea, man.
Come on, Beef. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off that old Lone Ranger. And come on, Beef.
I have no idea.
Say it.
Beef?
What's this guy on?
And you don't mess around with Jim.
There we go. That wasn't so hard now, was it? You're pulling the mask off the old Lone Ranger, Beef.
Yeah, okay, Jim.
Wait, do you know this guy?
Dude, I told you last time we don't have that song in rotation. It's some boomer shit anyways. We don't play Jim Crow.
Not even for a guy 2 inches from death's door.
What the hell's he talking about?
All right. So like 2 years ago, this guy kept calling, right? And he called over and over again, and he was trying to. I was just trying to play some games, give out some tickets, and he was tying up my phone lines, and it pissed me off. And he finally started yelling about how he was in the hospital dealing with some internal bleeding or something after a car wreck. I don't know. It sounded like bullshit, so I had to block his number.
Oh my God, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, people are crazy.
How about it, Beefy? Care to play my song?
Here's a song for you, Jim. How about you go fuck yourself?
Oh,
Yeah, that's how we play.
yeah, I got a feeling that guy's not going to be too happy about that.
All right, so he's coming back from the past. You need to get a restraining order.
No, this guy probably can't even walk. Piece of shit.
He's going to call back.
Okay. I blocked his number anyway, so let's continue. Again, if you have a scary story you want to share in the Midnight Vultures, give us a call.
You don't tug on Superman's
Dude, I don't think you blocked the number.
Son of a
Don't
bitch.
spit.
Jim, you need to stop this, dude. All right. Midnight Vultures.
Hey man, I got a song request.
Wait,
Well,
That sounds familiar.
who is this?
Come on, man. You want to play a game? How about Morty Moron? Florida man.
Oh, Jesus.
okay, it's just
Christ.
getting weird. That guy sounded just like him.
Oh, and very well too.
Obviously, we got some weird things happening right now, and I think we should wrap up this segment.
Yeah, I got a feeling you should just play that guy's song.
No, dude, we don't have that song. I'm not playing fucking Jim Croce.
Just go to YouTube or something. Play it from there. Bend the rules. Come on.
You know, bro, I'm into some weird shit, but this is even too much for me.
Oh, well, you know what? He could suck a dick. I'm not playing that stupid boomer song. We got cool. What the?
The hell?
I have everything turned off.
He was cutting about
sure you hung up?
places. He was shouting a couple more.
That's not in our
You better
phones.
Does
believe.
this guy know where the station's at?
Sang a very different kind of story.
I don't know.
When Big Jim hit the floor.
What the hell is happening?
You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull a mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. I don't do that. Dee 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 dee. Well, out of South Alabama.
All right, we just did a live debut of Midnight Caller on the podcast broadcast. It is a not safe for work short video. Just want to give you a heads up on that. But you can see it on replay, and we upload it to the YouTube page, youtube.com/pvegan, or on our Rock 1 2.1 Facebook page. We got your F My Life's coming up next, and as always, I have a bonus FML I'd like to share with you. This is sent to me by Dylan, and this is Halloween inspired. He said, Beef, just the other day, I went to see a movie with the girl I liked for months. After the preview, she told me that she had to go to the ladies' room. She never came back.
Hmm.
Ah,
She was murdered.
no. That is brutal.
Well,
She's dead now.
All right, F My Life, what do you say?
big baby.
You say Big Baby?
Yeah, dodged a bullet.
I guess. He still paid for the tickets, bro. You know,
Probably
so.
a good movie.
No, I would say F my life. That's ghosting in real life.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to give your hopes up, and then even the previews, she'd be like, "Nah, I'm not into it."
Mhm.
That's brutal. So I say F My Life. So 2 out of 3 agree your life is F. Dylan. The rest of your FMLs coming up after this cover from Godsmack. It's Good Times, Bad Times. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. Clear. All right, who covers or who's Godsmack covering with Good Times, Bad Times?
I knew it was a cover. I just can't remember who it is.
It's a classic band, legendary hard rock band.
Led Zepp?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look like you could have been a roadie for Led Zepp. What'd you guys think of the Midnight Vultures director cut? He said, Manny said, bravo, well done. All right. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Written and directed by Rico himself. He's a maniac. And so this kind of stuff he fantasizes about all the time.
Halloween's
Hey.
fun, man. It's fun to do short films.
Yeah, and Andrew, the producer of ESPN Radio, was our casted serial killer, Jim, and I think
Very
he did a
good.
fantastic job. I told you, like, I was like, oh, we need somebody, and I was like, I know the creepiest guy in the building.
Mhm.
And if you follow Andrew on TikTok, you know that he does voices pretty well, and he always is kind of acting and playing around, and he's mental. Let's see.
Good
Todd said,
call.
yo, we're going to the dentist Halloween. Make sure all that work gets wasted. That means you
Oof.
popped up on the stream, Todd, and missed the debut of Midnight Caller. Shame.
Sad.
Shame.
Yeah. So that's the director's cut, which clocks in just under 7 minutes. I had my Yaz. I showed Yaz and Crystal, and Yaz is very like TikTok-y, right?
Mhm.
And she's like, yo, what you got to do is this, that, and the other thing. And she's like, can I edit a version? I was like, sure, you can edit a version. She sent an edit, but then she sent an edit that was like 2 minutes long, and it cut out everything. And I was like, you realize I can't feature this because basically you cut out everyone
Everything.
else's and everyone else's parts. And I'm like, Rico wrote it and directed it. I'm not cutting him out of the entire clip. Like that's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
whatever. If you link back to the original, it's just one of those situations where it sucks because modern day you got to appeal to that like ADD-ness.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
some things are just meant to be long. I still watch 10-minute, 20-minute videos on YouTube all the time.
Well, I look at it like this.
So-
I mean, we have a lot of films that, have regular versions and director's cut version. Even Quentin Tarantino has an editor, you know what I mean? And there's all those type of versions. So, for those who like the long form and want it all, you're good. But when you're trying to, reach a mass audience and appeal to the lower demographics, and sometimes you gotta.
I don't know, because those are originally movies to begin with, and they just take an ad, but it's still a long form thing.
Yeah,
it's not meant for short at all.
I'll show you my edit, and let I haven't uploaded it yet, so you can let me know what you think of it. And I won't do anything without your blessing. Rock 102.1, who's this?
Hey, this is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Thanks for answering the phone.
Yeah, no problem.
I get that long monologue there.
Yeah, we're doing the podcast broadcast, Michelle, and thank you for calling. And
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah, no, that's good. So, what can I do
I
you
just
for?
wanted to know if you could play Thriller from Ashes to New.
I can't because I don't have it, and I did look into it. I mean, it is an excellent request. It is Halloween, and I'm pretty sure I just don't have any version of Thriller, unfortunately, in my playlist, which is not great.
Wow.
I know.
No, that's not great.
I know.
All right.
But
I just thought I'd call and see if you could get in there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We did go back-to-back Michael Jackson covers with Chris Cornell and Alien Ant Farm earlier this morning.
I know, but it's all old stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
we got to get something new in there.
What, with No Resolve from Ashes to whatever? Is that the Thriller that you wanted to hear?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Son of a bitch. I do have it, Michelle.
Nice.
You have it.
I do have it.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hold on. I got to try to think.
Happy Halloween.
Well, I got to try to think of something for you to do for me to play this song. It is a Halloween. So, I mean.
Hey, I did something. I called in.
No, we get people calling in all the time. We just played a video of someone calling in and murdering us all. So we get, requests all the time.
No, you both were dead. I got possessed.
Michelle, you got to give me a trick. Do you have any tricks up your sleeve or a joke that you could tell me? If you could make us laugh, then I will play that song after our commercial break.
Oh, dude, you're putting me on the spot. I have nothing.
I know. I do put you on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any F My Life situations?
Do I have any what?
F My Life situations? Any past F My Life scenarios?
Well, I've got one right now that my employer overpaid me and now is taking stuff out of my paycheck this week. That's just, I think that fits, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, let's see if our panel agrees. Okay, so Michelle, she got overpaid. Did you spend that money already?
Yeah, I had to spend that money.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, overpaid.
Yeah, see, this is they overpaid, then they took it out, then they overpaid again.
What?
They paid it twice, and yeah, my employer had my bank account so screwed up you wouldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
That account needs to be fired.
Yeah. Now, but when you did get overpaid, did you know that you got overpaid, or did you just think that you had some awesome bonus for no reason?
No. They actually, I knew I got overpaid. I'm like, hey, what's going on with the stuff here? And they're like, oh, well, we didn't realize this, but everybody on salary got, paid, and now we're trying to figure out how to fix it. And yeah, it's been a mess.
Yeah.
It's a mess.
Oh, well, okay. Well, then you know what? Yeah. I think F My Life, weirdo.
F your life.
All right. I'll tell you
Thank
what.
you.
Michelle.
It counts, right?
Yes.
That's the best I got.
I'm playing that 60-minute cover of Thriller coming up after the commercial break. So just keep listening, and hopefully, they'll pay you right eventually and then give you a raise for all the problems and hassle. All right.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
I'm putting it out there in the universe.
Thanks, guys.
No problem. Thanks for the call.
You guys are awesome. Thanks.
You're awesome too. Let's get into F My Life.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward. It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. These unfortunate situations, email to me at beefvegan@kfma.com, subject line FML. But if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, 602. Oh, no, that's not the number at all.
5362.
I was about to give out my cell phone number, dude. Yeah, ridiculous. Anyways, let's get right into the first email sent to me by Christine. She said, yesterday, I worked such a long shift at Panera that when my boyfriend called later, I answered, it's a fresh day at Panera Bread in Tucson. This is Christine speaking. How may I help you? He thought it was hilarious. F my life, weirdo.
Big baby. I've done that before.
Yeah?
Yeah. After working like a long shift, wherever you're working, like when I worked at Uno Chicago Bar and Grill, it's like, Uno Chicago Bar and Grill, this is, can I help you?
Yeah.
It's like, it just gets stuck in your head.
Yeah. All right.
Get over it.
What do you say, Rico?
Yeah, same big baby. It's
Yeah.
part of the gig.
Yeah, it made him laugh. So yeah, absolutely. But I'm sure it was a long shift. All right. Next up, my email sent to me by Juliet. She said, my husband and I were going over costume ideas for his company's Halloween party. I suggested to be Ariel, the Little Mermaid. He scoffed and said, wow, not only are they changing her race, but her body type too. Ooh.
Wow.
Is that enough my life?
Yes.
All right, Rico.
Yeah.
What a
D.
D-bag.
Yes. Yeah, what a D. All the way around. Yes,
No filter.
absolutely. And honestly, I like my Little Mermaid thick. So, all right, Rock 1 2.1, who's this? Yo.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello.
you're on the air. Do you got enough my life for us?
Oh, I definitely do.
Ooh.
All right.
Yesterday, I found out that my adult son is on the same perverted set page that I'm on. I had to block my son on the set life page.
That
Oh.
is amazing. And honestly, were you that surprised? Because, the apple doesn't fall too far from the kinky tree.
No.
No, it does not. Believe me, I know my son well, and I'm not surprised, but I think he might have been.
Now, did you read his profile before you blocked him?
Oh my God, no! I told him he had to go change his profile page to something not perverted, so I could go block his ass.
Oh, so you made sure that you didn't see anything, but I'm sure you saw something. So, what?
Not since childhood, thank God.
Oh yeah. So you didn't see any pictures, but any like vocabulary that described anything he's into, like if he was like into
I literally aimed for the block button with the least amount of eye contact as possible.
What do you think? Do you think he saw your page?
No, he didn't.
Oh, that's
Thank
good.
God.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
doesn't know I have 1,700 followers.
1,701, because I'm looking it up right now.
Support local.
All right. Do you think that's enough, my life?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to know, like, what is radio safe that you could tell us that's on your bio? That's like the thing that you're most afraid he might have read on your FetLife page.
Oh, I don't care what he reads. I don't want him to look.
Yeah, those pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, FetLife is awesome like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I gotta reinstate my profile now. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so that's enough my life all the
Like
way
we started
around.
a family business. That's not what we meant.
No, that's
God.
fantastic. I think that's fantastic in a way. We're obviously a no kink shame zone.
Exactly.
So you're talking to the right people.
Hey.
And at the same time, that is fantastic and happy Halloween to you. I don't know.
Spooky.
Yeah. So stay in the line. I'm going to hook you up with tickets to Tucson Roadrunners. Okay. Oh, she hung up. That's fair. That is
Yeah,
fair.
I know.
All right. One more caller. Rock 1 2.1. Who's this?
This is Kobe.
Hey, Kobe. What's up? Was that your mom I was talking to?
No, it wasn't.
Thank God.
You got enough by life for us?
Yeah, I do.
All right, hold it for me. We're gonna bring it to the podcast broadcast stream. So, all right. So if you want to hear Kobe's F My Life, and I know we do, join us youtube.com/beefvegan. We got more, including that cover of Thriller coming up next. Rock 1 2.1 KFMA. All right, clear. All right, Kobe. Lay it on me, dude. What do we got?
All right, so I used to have a friend who, I was on the spot of my family plan and everything. And then last month, I found out that him and my then girlfriend were planning to have sex. So I blocked them both, and just yesterday, I guess he remembered I was on his family plan and he removed me.
So you were kind of getting like a free phone line because you were on the family plan, right? And then with your friend, but then how did you discover that your friend was going to bang your girlfriend?
She eventually told me after I pushed, because she let one little thing slip out, and then oh shit, that's my turn. And then I had to push to get her to not to tell me the whole story.
Right, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that's brutal. And so she did tell the whole story. That was the plan. And you're like, and this only happens, honestly, it happens more commonly when you're young, like in your 20s. It doesn't keep happening. So I just want to throw that out there for you. So,
Thanks, Uncle Beef.
Yeah. Trust me, we know. I mean, girls are crazy and they're definitely homie hoppers at an early age, but not necessarily as they're when they become adults. And then so you decided, as almost like a fair trade, as painful as it was that your girlfriend was going to cheat on you with your friend, you're like, well, at least I got this free phone line. And then he kicked you off the fucking phone line.
I know.
That would have been the best comeback ever, though. Is like, you know what? I don't care about you, babe, but can you ask him to at least keep me on the phone plan?
Yeah, man, that's a fair trade.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not a fair trade. It's the least you can do, right?
You can do.
Yeah, like yeah. So I mean, for that, absolutely F my life, and he owes you. And I actually, the best way to do is, I mean, you got to cut both those cancers out your life. You're going to be a lot happier and you move forward. But at the same time,
he owes you a Hulu subscription at least.
Yeah. Hulu,
at least
premium Netflix
a year.
Yes, dude. For sure. Maybe he should pay for your FetLife account, and then you can follow the mom that just called in. She seems like a good time.
Yeah. Just saying.
Yeah. Kobe, you want tickets for the Roadrunners?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that for you. And then I got another person calling too. All right.
A lot of it in my life's on Halloween.
Yeah, well, that does happen. All right, so I'm gonna get Kobe's info here, but we'll play this clip from earlier today in case you missed it. It was Rico's 5-star review, and he reviewed Spirit Halloween. Check this out. There's some songs that you could describe in one word. If I was to describe that song in one word, it would be powerful. And Chris Cornell covering Michael Jackson with Billie Jean on your Halloween show. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. As you know, my good friend Rico, he goes to different businesses around town. Sometimes it's just pop-up businesses. And if he has a pleasurable experience, he'll rush to Google to leave a 5-star review.
You know it.
And he'd like to share his 5-star review with us right now. Who did you review this week, Rico?
Surprise, surprise. Spirit Halloween.
Oh,
Nice.
yes. Excellent. Please share.
All right. You know exactly why I came here. I'm a procrastinator and a masochist, and I'm still exploring the part of myself that loves to push things off until the last minute for the deadline pressured dopamine hit.
Same.
Going to Spirit Halloween the day before Halloween should be a national pastime by now. It's a rite of passage for the modern American Halloween schlub. Anyway, I ended up here because I decided against putting on a white bedsheet and pouring the leftover gallon of fake blood from last year on me to go as a maxi pad. But I figured it wouldn't go over well with the parents and a particular demographic. So I Ubered over to Spirit Halloween to see what was at the bottom of the barrel for me to sift through with the other poor souls.
Yep.
Who needs a haunted house or a theme park when you have the stifling sense of body odor and whatever that fog machine smell is, oscillating throughout the confines of plastic and bad life decisions? I saw another review in here give 1 star with the review that read overpriced generic China inventory. And I'm like, is this guy's first day in America? Must be.
Yeah, dude.
I waded through the aisles, trying not to trip over crying children in synthetic wigs while keeping my eyes open for any gold. There was one inflatable SpongeBob SquarePants costume left, but it had some sort of goo on it, and I didn't want to gamble on whether or not someone had a strange fetish. There was an adult vampire costume available, but I knew if I got that, people would just assume I'm a pervert pickup artist from 2012. There was 2 Waldo costumes left, but a Mexican dude wearing a Waldo costume really doesn't want to be found. Another Beetlejuice costume, but I already seen enough of those on Speedway every day, whether it's Halloween or not. A giant avocado costume would just remind people of how expensive groceries are getting. I was losing steam.
Oh.
I went to walk up to the front where there was a young dude with sunken eyes and wearing all black. I couldn't tell whether or not he was in costume as a plague victim or Grim Reaper, so I didn't even bother asking. I instead asked him if there was any inventory in the back that they might be planning to reach out with, and he just let out a devious laugh without making any eye contact. High-pitched and eerie. So little choices and so little time. My good sir finds himself in the dark recesses of an inconvenient lesson, yes?
Oh.
I go, yeah, sure, Mark. I said after looking at his name tag. With all the horrors of this modern world surrounding us already, the irony is deliciously beset on both of us with your inability to find a tear to wear. Okay, what the hell, dude? Is this a joke? Talk normal, you effing weirdo. A simple yes or no is fine. The weirdo continued, looking for a mask while failing to notice the one you put on every day is the one you wake up with. Ha ha! The one that permisses you to get along with all the other mad ones wearing their own mad masks in a mad world. Halloween! What a strange thing! The night that allows us to take off our fictitious masks to become our actual true selves in the shadows of the real. Hey man, I thought we told you to get the hell out of here! An angry employee was marching toward Mark, and Mark made a mad dash to the exit, giggling, and disappeared into the parking lot.
What? He wasn't even real.
I'm sorry about that, he said. He stole one of our employee name tags while the person left it behind on their smoke break, and we told him we'd call the cops if he starts harassing any more customers. Next time, I'm just going to drop kick him. I told him it was all good, and I barely listened to his psycho boy soliloquies. The actual employee named Jerome actually went to the back and found some extras, thank God. He's like, here's the options. A billionaire submarine captain or a tech employee laid off because of AI. Oh, and we got one more Mario costume. I chose the latter because I'm already a short king with a fat donk and a mustache who's looking to get into the trades. Now, if I can only find a lady who's actually a princess and not just some girl from New Jersey who calls herself one.
Yes.
Way to come through, Jerome. 5 stars.
That's an excellent real 5-star review that you can check for the Spirit Halloween. Which location would you go to again?
The 5555 East Broadway Boulevard.
Oh, yes. That's my Spirit Halloween
That's
for
the
sure.
go-to.
Yes. If you come across Rico's 5-star review, make sure you give it 5 stars and keep to boost his algorithm. All right. So we're going to hit the reset. Coming up, we got cover songs from Shinedown and Five Finger Death Punch next on Beefy Presents. So don't go away. All right, we're playing Thriller right now. Welcome back. 10, we are going to be playing As the World Burns Danger Zone today in the 9 o'clock hour for our single song takeover. So I'm excited about that. I don't know if you're still on the stream, but if you are, just be ready for it because that's going to be a banger. A banger.
Banger.
And, and we got Kobe's information. He's set. That was a painful of my life, though, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. And the fact that he's off the family plan and, phone lines are expensive these days.
They are.
And
I like how that's even worse than the actual girlfriend infidelity.
Well, he can't
It's
have
like,
the dating apps on his phone now because he doesn't have a phone, right? So like the
Mm.
rebounding sucks, dude. So
Go to that Ryan Reynolds. Get that Mint Mobile.
Mint Mobile.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, that is a thing. Who knew?
He's like, special deal, 50% off who the guys have been cheated on.
Right.
Like, all right.
Yeah, a long list of people for sure. You ever been cheated on?
Me, no.
Yeah. Oh, well, good for you.
Wow.
I cheat
Then
first.
why are you so
Yeah,
damaged?
Because I get caught and I get emotionally distraught and guilty.
Yes. I mean, there is cheaters' guilt for sure.
Mhm.
Yesterday, we did a confession session with the theme of cheaters, and the people who have actually started relationships with the ones they were having affairs with, and how that turned out. And usually, it doesn't turn out good.
Yeah. No, because they end up freaking moving on and cheating again and again and again.
Yeah, a cheater can't change his stripes for sure,
Right.
especially if they're super good looking. We were talking yesterday on the stream about Leonardo DiCaprio possibly being into butt stuff, and I got DL gossip from our buddy about like the Hollywood rumors of Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's essentially just a deviant, full blown, and it's
Sociopath.
Shocking.
yeah, because it's not really even his fault, right? It's because he's been super good looking, rich and famous, so he literally never had a woman say no to him in his entire life. So he's ended up having to, sleep with all these women. And you're like, oh, boo hoo, poor him. But it gets to a point of desensitization
Mhm.
that he needs to be into some really effed up stuff. So here's a couple rumors, right? So allegedly, every STD in the book, right?
Mm.
Which is not surprising, right? Beautiful people bang, and usually they go raw dog, and they end up passing around the STDs. How I haven't had STDs is amazing to me. You know what I mean? I mean, I've had some stuff where I needed antibiotics for, but nothing permanent. And phew, knock on wood, thank God.
Thank you, Mexico.
Yes, but so all the STDs in the world, and then also selfish lover, like he allegedly will put on headphones and listen to music while he's having sex.
It's very
And
Patrick
vaping.
Bateman.
And vaping.
And vaping.
Yeah.
That's very on brand.
Very
but
bro.
at the same time, it's like, dude, you don't want to share the tunes? Don't you guys want to get into a rhythm?
One earbud.
You like it's good to play music while you get it on, and you both are on beat, But he's just like, no, I bang to my own drum, so to speak.
Duran Duran's for me only.
Right.
Rock on 2.1 KFMA. We're talking about alleged Leonardo DiCaprio rumors about his infidelities and whatnot as we continue our special Halloween broadcast. You just heard a cover of Thriller. So I guess it's mandatory you play Thriller on Halloween. That was from No Resolve featuring Ashes to New and their version of Thriller. And they almost played it to the T. They just added some distortion. It's pretty much the same. Did Motionless in White do Thriller, or was that just the Werewolf song that was kind of like a ripoff of Thriller?
I mean, they just did Werewolf, which was inspired by Michael Jackson.
Right.
So, random Hollywood Halloween trivia. Who is it that does the monologue in the original Thriller?
Vincent Price.
Yeah, duh.
Vincent Price.
Yeah. You have any better trivia than that?
Any more brain busters?
Yeah, dude.
I do.
Okay.
Let's do some Halloween trivia,
All
shall
right.
we?
Yes.
All right. How many pounds of candy corn on average is sold every year?
Oh, yeah. That's over a metric ton for sure. How many pounds of candy corn? I mean, we just had a little candy corn competition where you had to guess how many corns were in a jar. It was like 399. And then I opened the jar and it was 397, right?
Dang.
And when I eat candy corn, I eat it by layer. I'm that guy. I don't eat the whole thing. Yeah, I eat the ass first and then the midsection and then the head. Sometimes I'll go head first and work my way down. But I would say roughly around, it's got to be way up there. So let's say around 20,000 pounds.
Okay.
Rico, you have a guess?
Let's go 30,000.
He's going with the over.
The old Price is Right.
Oh, you guys are so off. 35 million pounds.
That's what I meant.
Which amounts to about 9 billion pieces.
Yeah, that makes
It's
more
so
sense. We were
much.
so
Avalanche.
off.
So off.
All right, give me another trivia question because I'm sure we'll get one of these right.
What famous magician died on Halloween?
Oh, that was Houdini.
Mhm.
Yeah, Houdini did it. He tried to, was it the drowning trick? And he failed.
On
Mhm.
Halloween? I didn't know that.
Because his appendix burst.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Very scary stuff.
Yep. All right, give me some more trivia question. Looks like the score is 1-0.
All right.
Beef over Reek or Matthew McConaughey.
What item is banned in California on Halloween?
Plastic straws.
No.
Ooh.
Conservative ideas.
This is something that has caused injuries.
Oh.
Lawn darts.
No.
It's caused injuries, huh?
Yes.
In California, and it's banned on Halloween
Mhm.
alone?
Yes.
Oh, then you're talking about
Plastic-
jack-o'-lanterns?
No.
Plastic swords?
Silly string.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, because they
yes,
light
had,
up.
They had an incident where somebody was spraying it, got on somebody's windshield, blinded them, and crashed the
Oh,
car.
God.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Laser pointers and silly string.
Uh-huh.
All right. Talking about illegal, what American state is it illegal to be a priest or nun on Halloween?
Arkansas.
Close.
Mm.
Okay, so the South, you're thinking Bible Belt, Alabama.
Alabama.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good point for Uncle Beef here. Yeah.
Yes, Section 13A-14-4. Whoever being in a public space fraudulently pretends by garb or outward array to be a minister of any religion or nun, priest, rabbi, $500 fine and confinement in the county jail for not more than 1 year.
Wow. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Any more Halloween trivia? I'm whooping your ass, by the way, Matthew.
What is
McConaughey.
Rob Zombie's real name?
Robert.
Damn it.
Mhm.
Oh God, I used to know his middle name too. All right, what year did Charles M. Schultz classic Halloween TV special "It's the Great Pumpkin" Charlie Brown first air?
1968.
Oh, that's an excellent guess, but it was actually 1974.
1966.
Damn it. I just wanted to be confident about my answer. Yeah.
Actually, I'm a Charlie Brown nut.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Last one. What's another name for lycanthrope?
I don't know the first name for lycanthrope, so I
Werewolf.
wouldn't know.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Was there any bonus points on that?
Yes.
42.
Oh, just edged me out with the bonus points. Congratulations, Rico.
Oh, you do like to edge out.
Okay,
Woo.
stop. We're on the FM side. It's not the podcast. You can save that humor for youtube.com/beefvegan. Coming up next, we're going to do either Florida Man or Florida Ma'am. We'll debate which one we're gonna do on the stream, and then we'll come back after cover songs from Guns N' Roses and Rage Against the Machine on your Halloween. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. Lycanthrope, huh?
Lycanthrope. I figured the lichen was gonna give it away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's
Vampires
see.
and lichens.
I cannot play that, Eric, but thank you for that suggestion. I don't have that.
First of all, that
Kidnapped
is a Christmas movie, not a Halloween movie.
Right. That's odd.
Yeah, it's Halloween for the first 5 minutes of the movie. The rest is Christmas. It is a Christmas movie.
Okay. Yeah.
This is Halloween.
Yeah.
Well, Manson did a cover of that too.
Of course he did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of course. I don't know. All right, we're getting ready for this. Yesterday I didn't get a chance to get to this. I actually did play the We Need Real Dwarves, which actually my story is kind of blowing up on that. Actually stoked about that because that was fun.
You made the dwarf community very angry.
No, I mean, I just pointed out that Disney has their hands tied by doing a reboot and trying to make it diverse because you can't do that with certain properties that they own, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Because if you really think about maybe the motivation or inspiration behind the story, it probably has like racist origins, right? Those dwarves are all stereotypes in their own right. So what Disney tried to do was to diversify the cast, but at the same time, you're putting different people of races that are associated with being grumpy and being sleepy and being dopey. So you can't have Dopey the Polish dwarf, you know what I mean? So like these things, you're just like, oh yeah, it's almost like playing with fire.
They
And
should
then,
have
of
just
course-
had them all medicated. Like all modernized, like, oh yeah, they're all pharmaceutical, don't worry.
I think
they have no conditions anymore.
The only way they could do it live action, is that they have to do little people, and they have to do little people of all one race. They have to like stick with it. So it's either all Asian little people or all, black little people, all white little people, whatever,
Even across the board.
Yeah, it has to be. And then that way, it's essentially they can't say, oh, you just picked, this one for, I mean, I don't even want to give examples on video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, and it's Disney that gave the dwarves the name. The original version doesn't have names. They're just dwarfs.
Well, that makes even more sense because Disney definitely has a history of it not being too accepting of people back in the day.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched the original Snow White a couple weeks ago because it is my favorite Disney princess.
Mhm.
And I'm like looking at the list, because they do the credits at the beginning. I'm like, that's a lot of white guy names. It's just all white dudes.
Well, of course. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. See,
I mean, they had women who did work in animation and people of color, but they just never got credit, which is real unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Old timey thing.
Here's a little behind the scenes I'll show you of the
Oh,
Midnight
yeah.
Vulture. This is our spinning chair scene.
Oh, is this one?
Giving away the magic.
Oh yeah, this is what I'm
It
under.
was
the-
CGI.
Doesn't have to be a hard spin.
Yeah, we were both like
so
Hiding
squatting
under the
down.
desk.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't good enough. Do it again.
This is how you made horror
More
films
swingy.
back in the day.
Herb would be so impressed
Yeah,
by
so
this.
I think show people about the behind the scenes of
The
the magic.
Blu-ray extra.
Do it with my
Disc
foot.
B.
Mhm. Yeah, and what you were able to do there too was pretty good with like Andrew popping up,
Mhm.
and I actually wish that all three of us had him just like in scene go pop like that because that was a really good jump scare there. And I'm trying to send the director's cut, but it's too big of a file to send on my phone, so I got to figure that out here on.
YouTube linkage.
Yeah, well, I'd have to upload it to
Flip
the YouTube
director's
first.
cut. It's funny to me.
Yeah.
Just like, you mean the OG, just the regular video?
No, you're the director. That's your cut.
I guess.
Right. And then you had assistant editor, volunteer, myself. And so there's the beef cut, and then there's the Yaz cut. And the Yaz cut, I'll show you the Yaz cut. It's actually like
You can do whatever you want with it. It's fun as long as the OG version's there somewhere people can refer to. Sure,
the OG,
but I mean,
and I'm calling it the director's
I
cut.
find it funny though. It's just like it's meant to be just one continuous narrative, but it's like no, we got to cut it up to get the ADD crazy people in on certain things. I'm like,
Right.
this
And
is the modern era we live in.
Yeah, we kind of
Unfortunately.
have to.
But we'll be fine sitting down and watching 9 hours of Netflix hour episodes. But God forbid, a video on YouTube.
I know.
Oh my God.
This one is under 2 minutes. that she did.
Mm-hmm.
So she sent me 2 edits, right? Second one was under 2 minutes, and I was just like, that's too short. But you know, let's see. I agree. Download. Okay. And we'll see. You know, I'll let the director critique it. Okay. Yes. So you let me know what you think of the Yaz cut. Under 2 minutes, like literally trying to get everyone whose age.
We should get Herb in the live cast.
Yeah, to give a review. And in fact, I'll send it to him to review. Yeah. What do you think of this? Rock 1 2.1. Who's this? Oh, they hung up. That's right. Or were they on the phone at all?
Can you play some Jim Croce?
Yeah. I wonder if we're gonna get flagged on YouTube for that, but
who knows?
It was worth it. Let's see, Shane.
The Croce estate.
Feeling sick. Let me join remotely. All right. You better be dressed up. Shane. I know. I mean, the COVID's going around, so it is what it is. We're about 30 seconds away from getting the Yaz cut to see what that is. Under 2 minutes of the Midnight Caller. Are you able to capture the essence of the Midnight Caller in a 2-minute clip, in a Quibi style clip? Can you Quibi the Midnight Caller? That's the question that I want answers for. And so, luckily, I have an example, and here it is. It's called Beef Under 2. Damn her.
Beef Under 2. That's a new segment right there.
Yeah.
Beef Under 2.
Son of a bitch. She see me naked. All right, here it is. All right, we're keeping the scary stories going here on the Midnight Vultures radio show. You got a scary story for us?
I don't really have a scary story. I think I'd rather play a game.
No, dude. No, that's my thing. I say that.
It's a little game called Guess the Caller.
No, man. We're having people tell us scary stories.
I'll give you a clue. 2 years ago, someone called in with a song request. A very simple song request.
Wait, do you know this guy?
What are you talking about?
All right. So like 2 years ago, this guy kept calling, right? And he called over and over again, and he was trying to, I was just trying to play some games, give out some tickets, and he was tying up my phone lines, and it pissed me off. And he finally started yelling about how he was in the hospital after a car wreck. I don't know. It sounded like bullshit, so I had to block his number.
How about it be easy? Here to play my song.
Here's a song for you, Jim. How about you go fuck yourself? We got cool stuff. What the
hell?
I have everything in our phones.
Does this guy know where the station's at?
Sang a very different kind of story.
I don't know.
When Big Jim hit the floor.
What the hell is happening?
You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull a mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim.
All right, so there that was. What do you think of the Yaz cut?
I'm suing. No. The abridged is fine.
Yeah,
I don't care. I'm not married to anything. So.
You know, the thing is, it would have been better if she would be able to edit it in 90-second reel. So, like, if it hit the reel. So, I mean,
like a trailer, like In a World.
Yeah,
right.
A DJ and his two co-hosts.
I did that on Sunday on my shift. I was like, I'm gonna do my best movie person voice, and I just literally like read off what we had tagged in the movie poster.
Nice.
Oh,
Now, I kind of
so
took
bad.
that idea of what she did and let's see, shared with me. Let's see if I have this pulled up. And I just like my edit's nothing special, but I did do basically like an open that essentially took the idea what she was saying of, you know, you kind of give that jump scare at first, like, oh, what was that?
The trailer tactic, like,
that's what it
what
is.
that?
It's 100% a trailer tactic, right? Like, oh, what's that? And then you get the play and the payoff for that. Let's see, October 27th. Which one?
I think it needs more Inception booms. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
I think I uploaded it. I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, but I will show you because I did kind of almost like a trailer or no. I did just more of like an intro with it, with the music. And then I did the Beef Vegan Presents sweeper and the Midnight Caller. So
Mhm.
that part, as I'm playing around with it, and really, I was just like, I like to play around with things. I'm learning this video edit software and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'll fuck with that. Oh, I think it's right here. Okay, so let me know what your honest opinion is of this open. And it's really just the open, because I didn't do much after that. I essentially took Jim's call, and that was the clip. Just edited it down. It actually comes out to 4 minutes, so it's not a 2-minute cut, and it still has all of our lines in it. It just just speeds it up a little bit. So without talking about it, let me just download it here. Download anyway. There's no viruses.
Allegedly.
Yeah. All right. And Nick said not bad. So
I run an antivirus through every date I have to.
yeah, you should. Like,
Okay,
oh,
good.
sorry, you did not pass. Yeah. So we got Rage Against the Machine, Renegades of Funk, which I did not know was a cover, and I should have known, but
Hey, the more you know.
I know. So maybe right at 9, I will play the beef cut. There's a beef cut.
See, I thought it'd be a cool idea if it does gain any traction at all. Throwing it out there, we can do like prequel ones, like scary stories, and have us like have a whole vintage radio show type thing, where scary, like a anthology or something.
Yeah, no, I like it a
That'd be
lot.
cool.
Midnight Vultures. We just have stories from before we're killed. You know,
Yeah, we started.
through them.
We started with the end.
The end.
Yeah, and then we work our way back.
we're doing a George Lucas.
Right.
While we have a minute, I do want to bring up now. Manny sent me this. I saw you guys commenting about this in the stream, and it has to do with hockey and Adam Johnson. Yeah, and so obviously I didn't talk about it on the air because it's a horrific story. And what happened was, I actually watched the video on X last night of the incident happening, because there are questions about the player involved facing potential manslaughter charges. And that might be the case, because he did seem to kind of like jump in the air, and his skate went in the air, which should never happen. As every single professional player knows, that you keep those skates on the ice, because those skates are uber dangerous. They sharpen those blades each and every game, several times a game. There's an equipment
The razor
manager in the
blades.
back. Yeah, they are super sharp. The sharper they are, the faster they go. And it was one of those freak accidents where his skate was up in the air, slit this kid's throat. He was about 30 years old. And he bled out right there in front of the crowd,
Yeah.
and did not survive. And the Penguins paid tribute to him last night, because he formerly was on the Penguins, and the team that he was playing for was essentially like the Roadrunners, right? Horrifying, devastating tragedy. I'm sure this weekend when we do Roadrunners games, I'm sure there's going to be some sort of tribute. I don't know. They didn't give me a heads up on this, but I would be shocked if there wasn't some sort of mention, because I know that it's going to be in the conversation of season ticket holders coming up to me, asking me about this and talking about it.
Right.
And it's the video, which I'm not going to show, obviously, but it's out there on the internet. It's very difficult to pinpoint if it was malicious or done on purpose,
Right.
or just a freak accident. So you just don't know.
And the probabilities that come with it after watching hockey and how people react. Like, was there beef between the two beforehand type situation?
That's what I need the context of, the whole game, because I wasn't watching the whole game. And again, there are people that are, calling for this dude to be charged. So maybe there was, and a lot of times there is during a game, or if it's a rivalry, between teams, that players do have beefs with each other that go back, seasons,
Sure.
or several games over. So who knows if there was any bad blood. And I don't personally know if there was any bad blood. I'm sure people do know if there was some kind of beef there, but we'll see.
Anthony also brought up the point right now, the neck guards. I thought there was an incident like this years ago where they made that mandatory, where there was some kind of protection.
There is, obviously they have protective gear, and we're back here live on the air, Rock 102.1 KFMA, talking about the tragedy which happened with Adam Johnson. But there is protective gear, but at the same time, you can't be fully in like a knight's garb.
Sure.
Right.
There is going
Mobility.
to be,
He can't wear chainmail.
yeah, not yet,
Yes.
but All right, so here's the question: Florida man or Florida ma'am?
Ma'am.
Oh, you want the Florida ma'am?
I do.
All right, well, since you're dressed as Wednesday, I'll allow it. Let's do it.
Florida man, catch an alligator in the trash can. She can't do it, no one can. Come on now, Florida man.
All right, is a woman on Friday named Amber Marie Galbraith. You know, if she has two first names, she's gonna be cray cray.
Marie or Lynn. It's
Yeah.
over.
Oh yes. Yeah, special kind of trailer right here. She reportedly got upset over a disciplinary matter that went down at her workplace, and rather than let cool heads prevail, Amber Marie allegedly did the next best thing. Witnesses say that she tried to bring ignitable liquids into the building, but was turned away by security. That's when she allegedly turned them on to a car parked outside the building and set it aflame. Yeah, she got in trouble at work. She got mad, so she's like, you know what? I'm gonna burn this whole bitch down. That's what Amber Marie did. She was arrested and charged with arson, battery, and obstruction, and also charged with grand theft of my heart. She's probably looking for a new job after she gets out, and she'll be on Probo. So be on the lookout for Amber Marie.
You ever been to Tucson before?
Yeah, we got somebody right for you.
Yeah, so Amber Marie is our Florida ma'am story of the day. Let's hit the reset on the FM side. We got more covers to cover. And your TMI Top 5. Plus, Shane from Tucson Foodie is going to be joining us via stream. And we'll continue our podcast broadcast live on youtube.com/beefvegan. Don't go away. Clear. All right, so there you go. That was your Florida ma'am.
Yeehaw. Did not disappoint.
No, yeah, that was a good call.
I'll burn this
Florida
bitch
man
down.
doesn't disappoint either, by the way. I mean, the Florida man is pretty impressive, but I will save that for tomorrow.
When are those Florida Man games?
It's gonna be next year, actually.
It's next year. Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
we
there's
got
gonna
a
be
minute
plenty
to
of time.
wait. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Yeah, so there's actually going to be a Florida man competition, kind of like Olympic style, with all different types of fun Florida man inspired, battles like the belly flop contest and things like that.
Wrestling alligators.
Best mullet, and yeah, we went through the list last week. It was super impressive. So let's see. They're going to make neck guards mandatory, possibly. Yes, that player has had issues before. And Nick says no charges will come of this. Unfortunately, several players have been cut like that. Yeah, I mean, we've seen this, there's an infamous goalie video. And those, when it happens, it is the worst because it's like spewing. It's bad. And I hope to never see it. And I've seen a lot of blood spilled on the ice over the years working for the team, and luckily everybody has survived and it was okay, but a lot of close calls still, brutal stuff. So actually one of the worst injuries wasn't even a player. It was an older gentleman who was a ring official. He was walking during intermission and he slipped, busted his head wide open. There's a big puddle of blood on the ice. Yeah.
Yikes.
Brutal. I know.
You also have the Happy Gilmore incident of 1994.
Oh yeah, that, of course, that
took his skate off.
Yes. That was an incident that definitely happened in real life. All right. Let me play you the beef cut. Okay, so now I need your expert opinion on this and review of the beef cut because you are the director extraordinaire.
Is it under 2? Beef under 2?
No, it's beef around. Well, it's slightly over 4.
Half staff.
Yeah, half staff. Thank you. I appreciate that. So. Here is the beef cut. Check out the intro on this. This is the intro is what I'm most proud of. Okay.
You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull a mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't.
All right, welcome to Midnight Vultures. You got a scary story for us?
I don't really have a scary story. I think I'd rather play a game.
No, dude. No, that's my thing.
Yeah. Just goes right into his call.
Yeah, it goes right into the scary call. It goes into the gym call. But yeah, so there was I utilized, the song at the end, obviously, and then I faded out the song as kind of like a movie introduction.
Teaser tribute.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I started with a jump scare and I was like, what's that? And then branding, title, fade away, right into the scene.
Nice.
Thank you.
Good job.
I'm learning, and we're working on it. And as we continue to, the goal is honestly with this the live stream is one thing, right? And the live stream is actually fizzling, unfortunately, but we'll get it back on track. But the real name of the game is all the reclips, right? Content farming. The live stream is essentially content farming and then going throughout the day, clipping, getting different little segments and everything. And now we're monetized and we're up to 30 cents and growing.
Woo!
Sweet.
Hey, 30 cents more than I had.
Yeah, combo vacation. Well, we're going to split it 3 ways. So it's 10 cents for you, 10 cents for you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. But working on that and that'll be good. And as we continue to come up with different clips that are kind of like wide nets, if you will.
Did you already talk about the band that just came in, the Finland?
Oh yeah, we talked about Blind Channel. Blind Channel's been killing it.
About
I actually
how sorry, no, I'm just saying like how the fans from other countries were like, did you fix that? The whole block situation?
Yes, well, I disputed it. They allowed it to come back on, but I can't monetize it only because I showed clips of their music video, but without audio. They were very strict on that. And there's things that I'm learning. Like there are some of our podcasts that we have in the past that have limited monetizing ability because of their language. So we curse too much. Like this one, since I considered this one a non-monetizable podcast because we're playing that Jim Croce clip over and over again, right? So like this is for us to watch and enjoy. I'm not going to be able to monetize it just because that snippet of Croce. That's a fact. When I upload Midnight Caller on there, I'm not going to be able to monetize it. I'll be able to have it. It will be there. But
snippet of Croce, by the way, that sounded so good.
A snippet of Croce
sounds like a band.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it is a fantastic song. It's so funny too because I was sitting next to Rick, the salesperson, yesterday, and he's an older guy, and we're talking about the clip, and I said, and we use this Jim Croce song, and he's like, oh, I love that song, and I'm like, yeah, I actually make a joke that it's boomer shit, and he's like, yeah, well, it's good boomer shit.
Old defensive boomer.
Yeah, so I responded with, okay, boomer. No. Why don't you go out there and sell us, Rick?
Right.
But yeah, that was funny. But yeah, he was
nice.
Definitely in the demo there. But it not only is a great catchy song, but it is a spooky song too. Has it been used in a scary movie before?
It's literally one of those things I stumbled in. Like I was just thinking to myself, I want a vintage song because like a lot of horror movies, a lot of X-Files use like old timey music to kind of give that vibe.
Yeah.
So I think I just randomly thought like, oh, I like Jim Croce, and I just typed in and I looked at song titles, and that one just stuck out for simply the title alone.
Yeah.
You don't mess with Jim. And I was like, oh, that sounds threatening.
Well, then that is
super threatening.
Mind-blowing to me that they haven't used that in some kind of horror film yet.
Right.
And we're going to have to Google that too, because, or even just a score in general, because that's, honestly, like Tarantino's one of his strongest strengths in making movies is the score, is being able to pick out songs that can be, that have that special kind of feeling. And that song to me, it kind of sets the entire scene. It is like the lead character in the clip. And I think, obviously well done on that.
Part luck, part just like, yeah, that's going to work.
Yeah.
Just
Nice.
fit it in there. So. But I love that it's so funny thinking about Tarantino's music choices because he's a super nerd, obviously. He knows his old movie. Everything's a remix to him, basically.
Yeah.
But to fine tune, like hear certain songs that have that vibe and like that sort of tone that goes with the plot, it's an art form.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it is. And it definitely is, like I said, a strength. I mean, there's a lot of directors out there. I mean, we'll talk about Scorsese because we've talked about this before. He's kind of stuck on, only a handful of songs, like a small, like basically he got a mixtape back in the 70s, right when they first had cassette tapes. And he's been playing the same songs off it ever since.
Well, how about you? If you had to be a director of like what band would be like opus sound that would be like your continuous theme? It
really would depend on my continuous theme. I mean, it would really depend on what story I'm telling. Now I joke around and I bat around the idea of telling the story of when I was in high school, and and my friends talk about this too, because there was a summer. It was a good like 8 months where we went through this like coming of age time of our life where we were partying with the backdrop of being an Albertsons that was being built. And we were whenever they laid down the first brick, we were there after the construction crew left, and then we would hang out there all the way up. They would build it up. So every step of this construction, we were hanging out and causing trouble and hooking up and doing all these different things, right?
Sounds like a documentary.
Yeah. So that is the backdrop of this coming of age of all these broken families, these adolescents that kind of banded together, getting into trouble, getting out of trouble, having adults in our lives that, were hitting rock bottom around us and interacting with us. I mean, there is a lot there to kind of plot out. And it's always been kind of like in the back of my head, like a goal, but obviously you have to start it and start progressing and building it up. And maybe with ChatGPT that kind of helps structure things. Maybe that's something that I could add to my plate. Yeah. But
that would be cool.
Yeah. It's a 90s set thing, right? So the music of the 90s is very strong, and you're talking like Master P, No Limit kind of stuff. And, those kind of tracks, 9 Inch Nails and that industrial movement that happened, it was mid 90s. So you're talking about grunge and so that's the soundtrack. That's not necessarily anything new. This is essentially what we're playing on KFMA. But let's see if one story that I have. I mean, we would go into this Albertsons at night. And again, these grocery stores usually get built overnight, before they break the ground. Next thing you know, boom. But with this, we kept messing it up and
sabotaged.
Yeah. So it took them forever to build this. And when I say mess it up, so there's one day, the walls are built around it, right? The box. And you're talking about 2.5 stories. It's a big grocery store, right? But there's no roof on top. All right. So we go in and then there's all these different heavy machinery things. They got the forklift that goes straight up. They got the steamroller, right? And they have a couple other things. One of the little tractor things was kind of broken down. So I went over to it and there was a key in the ignition. Oh, God. So I grabbed the key. So I grabbed the key and I stick it in the steamroller and turn it over. And sure enough, that thing turned on. Right. And they just laid down fresh concrete with pipes sticking out of it.
Oh, God.
So what the fuck did we do? Over all of it. Flattened it all out. Right.
Oh, God.
Yes. You're talking
nightmare.
Yes, dude, for them, nightmare. And now let me fast forward. Okay. So we partied there. And then when they built the freezers, we would clam bake every single freezer that they had, have little candles there, acoustic guitar. We would freestyle and jam out in that, getting high with a circle of friends. We'd invite people. We'd have little parties in there. When they built the roof, we'd be party on the roof. I had the little love affair on the roof, with the oversight and the skyline. I mean, there was many different scenarios. About a month before they opened this thing, but they got everything built, but everything's still bare on the inside. But they got the linoleum down and they got the shelves starting to, pop up. So we're in there and it's kind of early. It's like 5 PM. And we're just kind of walking around because every day we kind of check out once people are gone to see the progress. And all of a sudden we hear a guy and he's like, "Hey," and we turn around and look and there's a guy that's still there. And he's like, "Get out of here." We're like, "Okay, man, we're leaving. We're leaving."
Yeah.
And then as we're leaving, right, he realizes we're the ones that has made his life a living hell. So you see his face turn to rage, and then he starts chasing us full speed. So we have
T1000.
to bolt. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was T1000 for sure. So it's those kind of things that kind of backdrop. And really, when I get into my the story of my neighbor, Nevik, Rock 102.1 KFMA. We're back here live. That was Miss Jackson by the Vines as a cover. Right. So there was the Vines dressed up as Outkast. Yes. I know. It's a trip. So happy Halloween to you as we've been jamming out all morning long here. We're live on the podcast broadcast. I'm giving you stories of a time back in the day that maybe will turn into an HBO or Netflix series. I don't know. But
who knows?
I still have a lot more to say. We're going to be playing As the World Burns in a little bit with their cover of Danger Zone, which is fantastic. Oh, I'm burping right now. And I want to play, if you could tell me who is the original band that sung this cover by Muse. This is Muse, House of the Rising Sun. Do you know who the band was?
I do.
I do, yeah.
Give it to me.
The Animals.
The Animals, yeah.
Damn right. Let's hear how the Muse does
Eric
it.
Burden.
On Rock 102.1 KFMA. All right, so you got to keep in mind while I'm doing this, okay? So I had a I was selling weed at the time, but my plug was a black dude named Mark. He was in his 20s, right? Gangster. So he's in the mix. My neighbor Kevin, who we called Nevik, was an alcoholic millionaire. He got all his money from his boat accident, and then with that, he had a bunch of hanger-ons, and they would party. They'd do coke, and they would drink, and they'd rage. He had unlimited money. He had a wife named Lisa, who's trophy wife. Lisa was banging all of his friends. His cousin Easy was a Hell's Angel biker who just got out of prison. Easy not only threatened to kill me, but there were several times. So a lot of sketchy situations with Easy. Crackhead Rick, who was involved in that mix. Rick banged Kevin's wife. When Kevin confronted him on this, Rick headbutted Kevin so fucking hard that his head swelled up like a watermelon. And then Kevin's response to that was to go to Hawaii. Right, just get the fuck out of town. Right. So during that time, that transition, at that point, I was homeless for a little bit. I tried to break into my house to shower and stuff, and I go next door to Lisa, right, and Kevin, and was like, "Hey, do you have like water? I've been outside all day. It's like summertime." Lisa puts her moves on me. She tries to bang me.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's one situation, and I know I'm speeding ahead. I'm just kind of giving you cliff notes.
You're selling the plot. I like it.
Yeah, my best friend Ryan, who will be on the show here soon because he's going to be performing at Dust Music Festival. His mom is he's broken family, so he had the 4 kids all together with just his mom kind of raising them. Dad was back in Pennsylvania, so that was like a house where we would just rage at with no parental supervision because his mom was still partying and everything. And then her mom's uncle, her mom's brother, which is named Bob, was Uncle Bob. Uncle Bob came into the mix. He was a full-blown crackhead. And the shit that Uncle Bob would do was nuts too. So, like what
cast of characters, man.
Yeah, dude. And so like my other friend Jake, his parents were military parents. My friend Dan, who's crazy, he passed away. He's in the mix, and our family dynamics, my broken family at the time. And you add that all together with our cliques and our partying and the adventures and the misadventures and the trouble that we got into and how we narrowly escaped a lot of it. Is essentially that running theme that I want to be able to document. And of course, the backsetting was we were also musicians. Well, Albertsons is the heart of that backstory, right? But we were also musicians, and we're jamming and we're singing along and we're doing all this stuff. So desert parties and everything. It's a fun
90s,
story,
baby.
Yeah, it encapsulates the 90s to me.
Damn.
Yeah. All right. We're back here live on the podcast broadcast. That was Muse with House of the Rising Sun. And you guys called it. Excellent call that it was the Animals that did House of the Rising Sun initially. And we've been jamming out all these great cover songs. And I think Shane from Tucson Foodie's trying to jump on the podcast broadcast. But at the same time, I can't see him at all. So, I think he has to fix his video screen. But we're back here live. Honestly, I don't have anything planned right now. I've been just reminiscing about being an adolescent son of a bitch.
No, that's cool. I had no idea. You had all that.
It's tip of the iceberg.
A nice story.
Okay,
Yeah.
Here, I'll tell you this story on here. We'll talk about Easy. So Easy and Rick is 2 people I told. Easy was my neighbor's cousin who was in the Hells Angels. Okay. And he was crazy. He was about 5'8". He's stacked. One time, he gets out of the shower. I'm talking to Kevin in the master bedroom. Easy gets out of the shower, butt ass, right? Looks in the mirror and gives me that rape grin and is just staring at me. And I'm like, Kevin, dude, your cousin's trying to, make moves. He's like, Easy, put that thing away. And Easy seriously was hung to the floor. He would have destroyed me. It was terrifying.
Throwing it over his shoulder.
Yes, but okay,
ground beef.
Easy didn't like crackhead Rick. Right. And this is before crackhead Rick slept with Kevin's wife, Lisa. But so Easy came up with this idea that he was going to call up crackhead Rick's parents and say that they kidnapped crackhead Rick and they need to pay a ransom. But he didn't want crackhead Rick's parents to recognize his voice. So he made me make that call because I had a deep voice.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, dude. Ooh. And so he drives me along with my buddy Mike to an apartment complex payphone. We're on the air, by the way. Yeah. And so he drives me to an apartment complex payphone, right? And it's threatening my life that I have to call this family and say that they kidnapped this guy And of course, these parents, they don't believe me. And even though I have like a deep, raspy voice, I still sound like a kid at this moment, right? And
Give
they're
this
like,
kid cigarettes.
yeah, they're like, no. And meanwhile, like he's like whispering, he's like, tell him we're gonna kill him. And I'm like, we're gonna kill your son. It's like, you better lean into it, or I'm gonna kill you. And like I have my life being threatened by this guy. And I'm supposed to be threatening another man's life who would kick all of our asses to some elderly parents. And I'm 16 years old.
That's heavy.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
16 years old dealing with this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, fast forward, and unfortunately, my neighbor Kevin passed away at the age of 34, an alcohol-induced heart attack.
Ooh.
Yes, yeah. Easy ended up passing away as well. I don't know what the mystery there. And Crackhead Rick is in prison. These were my male role models in my life, because at the time, my dad was kind of like out of the picture. He was full-blown alcoholic, and my mom's working jobs and she's out doing her thing. So I'm literally surrounded by the lowest of the low. These are the guys being like, you know what you need to do in life. Smoke some crack. I'm like, I don't know if that's the answer.
Right.
So when you see the bio with School of Hard Knocks in it, you're like, hey, come on.
Yeah.
Stop joking.
Yeah. I'm like, your School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah, okay. Let me
Yeah,
tell you
that's funny.
something.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of stories as I'm reminiscing about Kevin, and I'll share that here on the podcast broadcast. And when we come back, we'll be joined from Shane from Tucson Foodie. We'll talk about what's going on in the world of local food news, and we got some covers to play for you, including Marilyn Manson and Five Finger Death Punch. Coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. Keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Yeah, I'm all over the place.
You know what you should do though is like compile these characters, right, and have like a synopsis on top.
Yeah,
and then have users comment on who they want cast for each of these characters.
Oh yeah, that'd be
to
nice.
Visualize it.
Well, Kevin was a burly dude. So he was over 6 feet tall, and hey, he dressed up like Kramer. Everybody,
or Eraserhead.
Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah, he has the same hit. The square hairs. What is it we're talking about? Kramer's nice.
Why isn't that nice?
Yeah, why
What's
isn't
wrong
it
with
nice?
Eraserhead?
You don't like David Lynch?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
You're David Lynch?
No, the Eraserhead guy. Never mind.
Yeah.
Actually, I had a costume on as an alcoholic, but then I heard that story and I just took it off real quick. I didn't want to.
That's a good call.
You didn't want to be triggering.
I don't want to trigger beef. Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, man, it was. Yeah.
Quite the upbringing there, buddy.
Well, I'm not supposed to be here, and trust me, I was reminded that I wasn't supposed to be here many times over growing up. So, I was able to make my way around. But luckily, that's because I went to jail right when I was 18, right? And then the people that were surrounding me were older people that were like, oh, I know your type. Mm-hmm. You're the type of dummy who's going to be here for life. You're a lifer. And I was so offended by that I was just like, you know what? Absolutely not. I'm smarter than that. And and here we go. So
okay,
good fuel.
I'm happy to hear that, buddy.
Yeah, but those are fun stories still. There's a kid. I'll do one more.
Yeah, fun.
There was a kid who joined who there's neighborhood kids, and so this kid was like a freshman, and he tried to hang out where we were hanging up out on the roof on Albertsons. And during this time, there was scaffolding all down the side of it. And so we would go up the scaffolding to get to the roof and down the scaffolding. So the kid went to go down the scaffolding, but he missed. And he actually fell between the gap of the scaffolding and dropped 2 stories. And honestly, was just about to hit the concrete until his arm got stuck in between some bars and saved his life. Dude. It was nuts. Yeah.
That is luck.
Yeah, no, he was super lucky.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, you don't smoke weed and then jump off a roof into some scaffolding. That's
a
shit's
no-no.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what's going on, Shane? Are you feeling okay? You got the COVIDs?
No. Well, I haven't tested. I mean, maybe.
It's going around. I mean, my daughter
I
has
don't
had
think.
it. I've kept her in the COVID cave all week long. I've been slipping her soup and telling her to stay away. And so far so good. We're cranking it out.
Is this your first day of long sleeves?
Yeah, dude. Sweater weather.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's here.
Sweater weather.
So did you party this weekend? Is this probably why you're feeling under the weather now? Where'd you go this weekend for Halloween?
I did not.
Okay.
Maybe I got too much sleep and that made me be sick or something.
Yeah. Well,
Is that a thing?
Yeah, it's a thing. It's possible. And I think you need, obviously get some rest to feel better for tonight because you're going to be out trick or treating tonight.
That's right.
And you have the opportunity to get the dad tax. Now, parent tax is a thing. In fact, actually, Nikki from Mix just sent me this yesterday in my DMs.
All the big chocolate.
Yeah.
That's mine.
No, this is a quote. It's actually a meme of DiCaprio, fat DiCaprio, right?
Yeah.
And it says, my kids after Halloween, where are all of our peanut butter cups?
Yep.
Well, we do switch, so I'll be bringing you some candy.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And that's good because I was kind of like feeling down in the dumps that this year I don't get a dad tax and the importance of it. I was explaining to Nikki, and this is why she sent me the meme was, like as a parent, you're providing for these kids year round and they can't legally work. So there's no way they can actually pay you back except for one day a year. And that's when they go trick or treating to get as much candy as you can. And then you take a cut of that. And it doesn't work out, fiscally. As an equal trade, but it's there. And I kept explaining to my daughter growing up, she hated it, but I'm like, yeah, I'm teaching you a life lesson, bro. This is
gonna help you.
Yeah. And taxes suck and you have to pay taxes. It just it is what it is. So
yeah. Have you seen that video of the mannequins being taken? Like the parents, or not parents, but like a guy has a mannequin that looks like a kid, like in a costume, puts it in front of the door, and like an adult opens all happy, like, here you go, little buddy. And he's like, thanks, and just grabs the mannequin and walks off. Well, you guys don't want to do that.
At what age?
Awesome.
Yeah. At what age do you think is too old to go trick or treating?
14.
14? Wow. I would have said something later.
Yeah.
Like
28.
18.
Yeah, I mean, my daughter's didn't trick or treat or not trick or treating this year. She's 17, about to be 18. But she did trick or treat last year. So, she was able to do that.
You can play with the ironicness of it, like probably around 17, 16.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not a kid, but still I'm not an adult yet.
I think for my oldest, it was just senior year. And they were 17 in senior year. So
yeah, it's and those last couple years are fun years because you're out on your own kind of thing. You're kind of getting up to like causing a little trouble and then still raking up the candy. And you're still young enough. You're still not an adult. So for that, it should be the case. So let's see what BC boy celebrates his birthday on Halloween. Kevin from Held Out is asking this trivia question.
D?
Is it Mike D?
I don't know.
I don't know any other names.
You don't know any Beastie Boys names?
No.
Are you kidding me?
I didn't really listen to them. Shocking.
Well, the survey, there was a survey that asked that question. What is the age of like at your cutoff? Or, or can you be too old to trick or treat? And honestly, a lot of people are saying that they should let the adults have fun too. And that adults should be able to trick or treat as well.
Well, I was saying that idea last week about having like a neighborhood set aside for just adults trick or treating. That way you get like little booze, little things. And it's a Tucson foodie event. There you go.
Yeah.
Idea.
No, honestly, for Sam Hughes neighborhood, they send out little fireball shots and stuff like that. Trick or treat. And you're like, boom.
But block it off like the neighborhood.
And now that weed's legalized, little nugs.
Yeah. Little nugs, little gummies. You can have like adult costumes.
Yeah. Which is basically the costumes you saw down 4th Avenue all weekend. Yeah. And you didn't go out for any of that, huh?
No, sir. I kind of forgot that stuff was happening.
Oh, yeah. People are naked doing things.
I was like, oh, it's so chill out. I'll just do some gardening. I just forgot. The weekend disappeared.
Yeah. Well.
Oh, yeah. Halloween.
Hey, weirdo. Can I guess what your costume is?
What I'm wearing right now?
You're like, I'm not wearing a costume.
No, I'm not. I just pulled this out of my closet.
I was going to guess one of the members of Korn.
Ouch.
Jonathan Davis mixed with.
Monkey fucker.
I don't know what their faces look like. So don't take it as like an insult in that way, but don't they wear dreads and then like they wear black things that zip up to their necks and
the cholo button?
Yeah.
With dreads.
Yeah, they're known for their famously not good looking faces.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You're sexy Korn.
Sexy Korn.
That's it. I am rescinding my request on Instagram.
Oh.
Black
unfriended.
Sexy Korn.
No, but seriously, I requested you on Instagram. You should respond.
Oh, okay. Personally? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let me download the Instagram app. Hold on a second.
I still like that meme that says corn dog and it has Snoop Dogg with dreads. Like the head looks like corn.
Oh, that's
Oh yes,
Corn dog.
Yeah,
That's
corn
really smart.
Yes.
dog. Yeah, that's it. Should be just Snoop Dogg did a metal song once, and we have it on. Hold on, I gotta make sure this is playing. There you go. We have it on YouTube. Shmonty uploaded it, and that's how rare it is. Couldn't find it anywhere, and it's so bad. We made a whole bit about it. It's called "Fooling Yourself."
He tried to destroy it. There's
Yeah.
one copy left.
He did try to destroy it,
Yeah.
and Shmonty was a big fan of Terrible Music back in the day, and actually had it on CD. So yeah, it's a big deal.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, a lot of costume contests happening that were featured in Tucson Foodie. I'm looking at the Machaca breakfast burrito. Yeah, the House of Machaca. So
Carne seca.
you're doing a lot of good video content here lately as well. You've been having fun with the video posts. They've been working well on the website.
I'll be honest. No, they're not performing well. We're having fun. People aren't watching them.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to change directions on that. Yeah, we've done 18 back of house
Yeah.
videos. Very little readership or viewership.
And then where at on Instagram and social media, or just YouTube in general?
We drop them on YouTube, and then we do an article announcing it. We embed the article, and then we do the real version, which we drop on Instagram, and also Facebook to try to send people back to watch the full length video. And we embed them in throughout articles and little pop ups throughout the website.
Nothing.
It's a tough nut.
That is
Not
interesting. Yeah. So even I'm surprised because food content obviously has good reach when it comes to like Instagram, especially. So when you put that in a reel, an entertaining reel, it's still not like it's not reaching people because you got a huge follower base. Yeah. So it's not even reaching your people.
I don't know. It's the wrong format. We got to do something funny. We got to bring Rico in to just tell jokes.
Well, Rico's how did Rico's video do?
Not well. Maybe we're marketing videos incorrectly. I think it's like Tucson Foodie's 10 years old, and we haven't been known for video. So maybe the audience just isn't expecting it.
And to be fair with that one too, I was gonna say it's one thing too to expect anybody to watch 3 minutes. We just had a whole discussion on length and retention and things like that. When it's things on your reels that are just based on food and it's 20 seconds, people know exactly what they're getting into. They look at it and goes, "Oh, that looks delicious." Click dopamine.
Yeah.
When it's like I have to listen to this whole video and then decide whether or not I like it, that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, let me
so
give
it's
you
like short term.
Let me give you an idea, $1 million idea that's going to help you out right now. Because
so 20 seconds, huh? Is that the target length?
No, you need to do 15-second foodie. All right, so 15-second
Quick.
foodie. If you brand it like that, and you're able to go through a quick feature. This is your 15-second foodie, and you put that up front. Then you're already telling the audience what to expect. 15 seconds. Give us 15 seconds. Here, we're gonna give you 15. I know shit, Shane. This is what I do. And then he look at him writing down. And so
that's true.
Yeah, 15-second foodie. Boom, 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 and then you could at the end have a redirect for a longer fun session.
Right.
And that's for the hardcore ones.
Even have the narrative be like, "Oh, hey, top 50, top 3 spots in Tucson to check out this weekend. Boom, 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 boom. We got the best tacos here. Check out this place. Boom, number 2. Boom,
Yep.
boom, and then just, yeah.
I'm a big
Rapid
fan of
fire.
alliteration, but I am also illiterate. It's weird, I like alliteration, but I'm illiterate at the same time. Be vegan. I'm a weird guy. All right.
Audiences are fickle, man. You gotta-
Yeah, no,
like
it's
this.
good.
Yeah.
And you need to do it like that. And so we did this clip that we showed. We have a movie out right now. We're welcome back. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. We got Shane from Tucson Foodie. So we debuted today The Midnight Caller, which is a movie that was written and directed by Rico. It's a 7-minute short, which is fantastic. And you get the whole grand scheme of things. It's well done, well produced, well edited, and it's a work of art, right? But we still had to give it edits as well. And we have different edits that we're going to be throwing out there for different platforms to try to reach a larger audience, because a lot of people don't have the patience to sit through even 7 minutes of content, and this is what's kind of destroying everything, long form. And I'm finding myself, the more and more that I dive deep into social media and video editing and TikTok, I'm finding my patience for Netflix series or movies little to none. Yeah, even on my porn sites, I'm like, that's 7 minutes. That's too long, man. I need a 30-second bang.
Faster, bro.
Babooski. Yeah.
It's called
So
compilations.
I gotta hit the dump on that one.
FYI.
That was a good joke, but I'm definitely hitting the dump on it. So, but with that, so I get it, and I think that's the audience, and I think the more that we realize that audience, he just wrote it and said, "Look it up." Tell me that's a real thing. Is that a real thing?
I didn't make it up. It's a real thing.
Come on, beef.
All right. Well, you're a professor. How did you know about this? When did you learn about this word that we can't repeat on the air?
I just stumbled across it.
It's called the internet.
Accidentally.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Accidentally.
Well, Fun's been out there. I think we're just wrapping up Chinese Teresa month. Fun has been putting together great video content that we encourage everybody to check out. And the machaca burrito is, a staple of Sonoran cuisine and fantastic. And she actually did a video with Chef Aaron at Cito's Fresh Market. That was super good. Have you had this burrito before?
No. It's on the list, man. I just watched the video. I got to go get it. Let's go.
All right, yeah, I'll eat it today.
Let's do it.
Okay, yeah, and that'll be my Halloween gift to myself. Let's see. We went through all the different Halloween parties. Did you hear of any buzzing of any parties in particular that kind of were historic this weekend?
No, I didn't. But I just read this article on Tucson Footy about hockey and hops.
Yes, I'm actually going to be DJing that.
Yeah, what is up with this? Can you tell us more?
Well, what we've been doing, especially once the weather gets better, is we kind of do like a tailgate pre-party out in the plaza before the game. It starts at 4, and I play music, and we got a bunch of different games set up there. And then there'll be a bunch of brewers. Hockey and hops is actually probably one of the funnest events there because it's a tasting with all these local brewers that come out and you go around and you have your little mug that makes your hand look like you're Andre the Giant. And then you fill that mug up and you just taste all this different beer and get a good buzz going on before you go into the game to drink more. And yeah, it's a party and it's a rager. So, and I'm out there again supplying tunes. I'll be playing a bunch of cover songs, keeping that theme going.
Nice.
Yeah. And then that's actually, yeah. And that's a Veterans Day game as well. So they're going to have special veteran jerseys. And then after the game, I'm going to auction off the game worn jerseys. And there's actually going to,
that's cool.
Yeah, there's going to be a beef vegan jersey that I'm going to auction off as well. So hopefully somebody bids on it.
Are you wearing it ahead of time?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'll smell like cheese and poor decisions.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. Hey, here's a fun fact for you. Deodorant sales are up. And they're spiking because people are now going from working at home to back to the office. So there are a bunch of smelly ass people working from home, never putting on deodorant. I just wanted to share that with you. It's odd. I know.
Great.
Good for big aluminum. Good for big deodorant. Good job.
For big cancer.
You would see you're a professor and kind of like a hippie type of guy, Shane. So are you one of the belief that you don't want to wear deodorant because it has metals in it that causes cancer?
Parabens.
I'm not of that belief. No, I wear deodorant and antiperspirant.
You know what? And I believe you because you never smelled bad.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Have I ever smelled bad?
Sometimes.
No, okay. Yeah, I don't wear deodorant.
I know, you're supernatural. There's a natural.
She puts lemons under armpits every day.
It's ADHD. I literally just have given up trying to remember to put on deodorant.
That's it?
Yeah. It's ADHD. So here's something that people need to understand with those who have neurodivergencies and ADHD. Things that seem routine to you, like brush your teeth in the morning, brush your teeth at night, put on deodorant, wash your hands. Those are not active decisions. Somebody with a neurodivergency, it is an active decision every time. So every time I brush my teeth, it's not like, oh, I'm in autopilot and I go brush my teeth because it's nighttime. It's because I had to think about it and I had to actively choose to do it.
I'm appalled.
I know.
Appalled.
Yeah, because
I know. It's hard. It's difficult.
I figured sometimes you smell natural because you're just a hippie and you were doing this for health reasons because you're a very natural person. But you're just telling me you forgot? Now it's inexcusable. I'm going to bring deodorant here. I was secret where it's strong enough for a man, but it's pH balanced for a woman. I will have that in my top drawer.
No, I probably will bust out in a rash though. Anything with like scents or fragrances. I have really sensitive
I'm
skin.
gonna tie it to your windshield wipers. Just so you have it there in front of you.
Street. Oh,
Yeah.
that's my reminder then. Thank you.
Smell.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got to show Shane this movie that we made on the podcast broadcast stream, but we got more coming up with Shane from Tucson Foodie next after music from Five Finger Death Punch and Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear. Now I know. Yeah, but I'll tell you what. With your smell, it's never offensive. You know, there's an actual hey, there's a smell. I can tell that's a body thing, but then there's also pheromones there, and and there's a natural aspect to it. Like the Jamie Foxx story is always something that is like my go-to when talking about natural musk. And how like Americans were so used to the cover up of like artificial fragrances that when we smell natural smells, we're like, ugh, what's that? Well, Jamie Foxx went to Africa, right? Where obviously they're not wearing deodorants in certain parts of Africa, because that's not part of their culture. And Jamie Foxx said to him, the locals smell like shit. And to the locals, Jamie Foxx, who's all doused up in cologne and deodorant, smelled like shit. Like, and that put it in perspective for him as well.
Yeah.
I just remember that story and it stuck with me. So, yeah, fun fact. So, did you know that we made a movie?
No. Are you going to show me? Yeah, I want to see it.
Okay, so you want to see the director's cut?
Is Rico in the movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Rico.
Okay, good. I want to see it.
Are you solely a fan of Rico? That's what it is.
I'm just here for Rico. Yeah.
Oh.
What's your name again?
Okay.
Beef.
You want me to PayPal you now or after this?
I don't accept cash, buddy. I want something else.
Oh God!
Just leave the money on the nightstand before you leave.
Not a word. Shh.
I want to show this to you because I think you're really going to enjoy this. And we played it to start off the show, but it's worth. Actually, this will be the third time I'm playing something. Actually, fourth. So we played two other edits. There's a beef cut and there's a beef under 2 cut. Yeah. But the true vision of it is the final cut, and it's the director's cut, and this is called The Midnight Caller. Enjoy.
Something on my ankles, and I look down and my damn ex-wife on there, man.
Wow, man. Yeah, well, that was quite a plot twist.
So I gotta go to Chick-fil-A right now. I'll see y'all later.
All right, sounds good.
Look down and my damn ex-wife on there, man.
Wow, man. Yeah, well, that was quite a plot twist.
So I gotta go to Chick-fil-A right now. I'll see y'all later.
All right, sounds good. All right, we're keeping the scary stories going here on the Midnight Vultures radio show. Caller number 9. Tell us your favorite spooky story.
Hello? Is this Ace Hardware?
Yeah, very scary how you don't pay attention. Wrong number.
Hello?
That happens from time to time. Don't worry. Let me ask the other line. All right, Midnight Vultures, you got a scary story for us?
Yeah, man, this one time I was taking a dump at a rest stop up near Picacho Peak. When I pulled in, I was the only car there, and it was around 3 a.m. I'm sitting there, doing my business when the door opens, and then some cowboy boots with those spurs rattling start walking in. Heavy, slow steps. I didn't hear any other cars pull up, so I figured this stranger must have been walking in the desert for a long time. I remained completely still, but the boots just kept walking slowly toward my stall until finally, the boots were facing right in front of my stall door. I felt a cold breeze and I stayed completely still. It was like silence fell over both of us. It felt like the air was sucked right out of that bathroom. Those boots didn't move and I couldn't tell if my mind was playing tricks on me, but when he took a breath, it sounded like a horse or some sort of animal. I finally mustered up the courage to say, hello, and not a response. Then some sort of demonic black smoke started coming down out of his pants and began crawling toward me. I let out a panic scream and asked him what he wanted. The man started getting aggressive with the door handle and then began to punch the stall, knowing he was about to break it down. Ooh, I felt the poop shoot right out of me and I screamed, "What do you want from me?" And in the most evil voice you've ever heard, the man said,
"Hi, Beef. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Do you have a minute?"
Son of a bitch. Oh, come on, man.
Oh my God, I got you. That was awesome.
I don't know how they keep finding me.
I don't know either, man. This midnight show used to be something else. It's not what it used to be, unfortunately.
Yes, look, people are still out there. They still have scary stories. I'm getting hungry anyways. Maybe we should call it a wrap. Anyone else want a roast beef sandwich? I'm just kidding. Let me just do another call. I'm sure we got scary stories out there.
One more.
All right.
All right. Welcome to Midnight Vultures. You got a scary story for us?
I don't really have a scary story. I think I'd rather play a game.
No, dude. No, that's my thing. I say that.
It's a little game called Guess the Caller. What do you say?
Yeah, okay. Is this Douche Nozzle McGee or something? What do I win?
Are we in some kind of Saw ripoff parody? Is this what's happening right now?
Seriously.
No, man. We're having people tell us scary stories.
I'll give you a clue. 2 years ago, someone called in with a song request. A very simple song request. And you didn't play it.
I'm sorry, man, but that's not narrowing it down much. I get plenty of song requests every single day. I'm only allowed to play.
Do you remember the song?
No idea, man.
Come on, beef. You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit in the wind. You don't pull the mask off that old Lone Ranger. And come on, beef.
I have no idea.
Say it.
Beef?
What's this guy on?
And you don't mess around with Jim.
There we go. That wasn't so hard now, was it? You're pulling the mask off the old Lone Ranger, beef.
Yeah, okay, Jim.
Wait, do you know this guy?
Dude, I told you last time we don't have that song in rotation. It's some boomer shit anyways. We don't play Jim Croce.
Not even for a guy 2 inches from death's door.
What the hell's he talking about?
All right. So like 2 years ago, this guy kept calling, right? And he called over and over again, and he was trying to. I was just trying to play some games, give out some tickets, and he was tying up my phone lines, and it pissed me off. And he finally started yelling about how he was in the hospital dealing with some internal bleeding or something after a car wreck. I don't know. It sounded like bullshit, so I had to block his number.
Oh my god, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, people are crazy.
How about it, beefy? Care to play my song?
Here's a song for you, Jim. How about you go fuck yourself?
Oh,
yeah, that's how we play.
Yeah, I got a feeling that guy's not going to be too happy about that.
All right, so he's coming back from the past. You need to get a restraining order?
No, this guy probably can't even walk. Piece of shit.
He's going to call back.
Okay. I blocked his number anyway, so let's continue. Again, if you have a scary story you want to share in the Midnight Vultures, give us a call.
You don't tug on Superman.
Dude, I don't think you blocked the number.
Son of a bitch.
Don't spit.
Jim, you need to stop this, dude. All right. Midnight Vultures.
Hey, man, I got a song request.
Wait,
The hell?
That sounds familiar.
who is this?
Come on, man. You want to play a game? How about Morty Moron? Florida man.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, it's just
Christ.
getting weird. That guy sounded just like him.
Oh, and very well, too.
Obviously, we got some weird things happening right now, and I think we should wrap up this segment.
Yeah, I got a feeling you should just play that guy's song.
No, dude, we don't have that song. I'm not playing fucking Jim Croce.
Just go to YouTube or something. Play it from there. Bend the rules. Come on.
You know, bro, I'm into some weird shit, but this is even too much for me.
Oh, well, you know what? He could suck a dick. I'm not playing that stupid boomer song. We got a cool. What the?
The hell?
I have everything turned off.
He was cutting about
you sure you hung
100
up?
places. He was shot in a couple more.
That's not in our
You better
phones.
Does
believe.
this guy know where the station's at?
Sang a very different kind of story.
I don't know.
When Big Jim hit the floor.
What the hell is happening?
You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't spit into the wind. You don't pull a mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. I don't do that. Dee 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 dee. What out of South Alabama?
A DP. All right. There it is. There it is. All right. You still there with us? All right. He was a big fan. He was a big fan.
Rave reviews.
I'm checking my TikTok. Thank
See?
you.
That was
That's
well
why.
produced. Good job.
That's why.
Thank
Yeah. That's why we have to do short versions as well for people with short attention spans. It happens.
The voices were really good. I'm really curious. So, like, did you hire somebody?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We
Five-
have we have
$5,000.
that kind of budget. The
Mhm.
same
Well, you did a
budget
good
that
job.
bought this fancy jacket I'm wearing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I love that jacket.
thanks. Yeah, it's very slimming. In fact, actually, I need to. I mean, I've been needing to go to a doctor for a while, but now I'm like 100% convinced I need to get on that Osapec, whatever.
What's that?
And it's this miracle weight loss shot.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah,
Sorry about
yeah.
it. Don't do
Oh,
it. Don't do it. Or do
No,
it.
I'm
I don't
doing
know. I don't know.
yeah,
Please don't.
I'm doing it. First
I don't
off,
give a
I've been
shit.
chubby my whole life, and now you're telling me there's a miracle shot. And then my friend Kim has been doing it, and she's been melting away in a great way. And so I'm like, oh well, shit, this is a great way to bounce back for the holidays. I went through a breakup this year. It's time for a new me. You know what I'm saying? And I got a
I'm ready for
contract
that.
negotiation coming up, and it's very important because studies have shown that overweight people get paid less. And if you want to get paid more and you want to be able to negotiate stronger, you have to be more presentable physically. Taller people also have an advantage. So I might, have lifts in my shoes. I might go into this meeting when it's time to negotiate my contract, 40 pounds lighter, 4 inches taller, and be like, it's time to pay me, and that's how we're going to do this.
I didn't know me and Weirdo had leverage like that. Okay.
Yeah,
Good
no,
to
you
know.
do. You absolutely do. And, that's
Interesting.
Is that why you're wearing the wig?
No, I look good. Okay.
Yeah.
Could I have at least 10 grand more? I look good.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's called a fuckable tax.
Right.
And you get
It's a write-off.
Yeah. So I look decent for a chubby guy, but I have lost weight before, and I look a little bit better as a non-chubby guy. So going into a new contract, it is smarter to go into it leaner. And I just don't have the
Lean
time or
beef.
energy to actually do it the traditional way. Plus, I don't think I have the genes. But this thing, boop, 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 couple shots in the belly once a week. Yeah, it might cost like $85 a shot. It's expensive, but guess what? I will save money by not doing anything else in my free time.
Good God. I just hope it doesn't snowball where you have like a big fake chin next to your.
Well, that's my beard, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
So
So
what you could do
knew
is you could
everything.
take the money you were going to spend on food and buy the
Exactly.
shots, and then you don't eat, and you get the shots. You're going to lose twice as much.
well, and then we're back here live in Rock 102.1K.
Oh
for
no,
me.
that's
that's
not medical
fine.
advice.
No.
No, as I talked about, potentially getting the Osapec shot or
Ozempic.
Ozempic. Yeah, that's the name of it. And it's something I want to do, but the more that I find out about this is, and we talked about it briefly yesterday, was that it has the ability to block all cravings. And that's how it's been making people lose weight. So the food, the sweet cravings, things like that. And it's been working, and they don't know how it works, but it's all cravings. So like if you're addicted to drugs, like it potentially could help you like not be addicted to drugs, alcohol, nicotine. And honestly, I'm like thinking, okay, like you're telling me for $85 a week, whatever the cost may be, to invest in my like longevity, and also to, kind of mentally get back on a page where I'm out there in a dating world, like, not addicted to nicotine and 40 pounds lighter. Talking game on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Life changer. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Life
Yeah. That
extender.
puts me on the dating site algorithm. That puts me in the top in Tucson, 5%. Because I have a career too. So, and no tattoos on my face. So 3% actually.
Dang.
I know.
Climbing the ladder.
I'm telling you. So, that's something I'm potentially thinking about. Would you do it? I mean, when you eventually gain weight, Shane, which you've never had, you've always been skinny. When you eventually gain weight, would you do a shot to make you lose weight?
Probably not.
Yeah,
No.
see, that's a skinny guy saying that. See, Rico used to be chubby, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and instead you did it this like crazy
What?
moronic way where you
Diet
went to
and
the gym,
exercise?
like yeah.
Eating
hard
less,
way.
less caloric intake, a lot of rage inside, and listening to podcasts from
I just
Navy
want to see
SEAls.
more data on the long-term effects of this thing before I.
Oh,
inject it in my body.
I have them pulled up.
Okay, what's some of the data that you have?
Thyroid cancer,
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
pancreatitis, and
wait,
pancreatic cancer.
Hold on, before we get into all the cancers, obesity leads to cancer rates, smoking leads to cancer increases, all those things, right? And yes, This drug, which they don't know why it works, but it does, has been known to cause thyroid cancer in some mice. But I'm no mouse. All right, continue.
Okay. Pancreatitis and pancreatic cancer.
Hypoglycemia. Do you need a pancreas, or is that something you can get removed?
It's overrated.
I think it's not like your gallbladder or your appendix. It is a little bit more important, but you can survive without it. My cousin had his removed after a motorcycle accident.
That's 5 less pounds right there. But boom. Yeah.
All right. Hypoglycemia, which is when your blood sugar keeps tanking. And you do have to keep your blood sugar up.
Yeah, but when you increase in weight, then you're at higher risk of diabetes, and that messes with your blood sugar consistently as well. So, you're talking about if you want to maintain a healthy lifestyle, you don't want to be obese, period.
Okay, acute kidney injury.
Again, just injure one, and I have one to go.
Right.
Then we're good.
Sound logic.
Mhm.
Gallbladder.
Right, you could have that, remove that as well. That's another 2 pounds. So I'm just dropping weight by the second.
First
That's
of all,
actually how this works.
7 ounces. When I got rid of my gallbladder, it was only 7 ounces.
Organs.
Okay,
right.
Yeah, but
Until you
Weirdo
remove
just
them.
stated. Yeah, Weirdo did state that she has no gallbladder,
I have no gallbladder, so
and you look hot. You look.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Like
Popcorn.
minus gallbladder hot. It's like it gave you a little bit more of an hourglass. So I'm all about that.
What's her secret?
Girl, you look like you got your gallbladder removed.
You notice the glow up. All right.
The GI issues, so nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. 20% of people who use this. Usually side effects are in 1% or less. Like this seems, I don't know.
Yeah, look at the commercial
cardiovascular.
for that's going to be like 85 seconds of just blah, 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 blah.
4 out of 5 people are fine. I like those statistics. And did you know that I am pro diarrhea? 100%. I don't see the stigma against it. You sit down, you get the business done quick, fast, and easy.
Yep.
And the cleanup is easier too. So yeah, I'm like, I wish every time I went to the bathroom, it was number 3. And that would save me so much time. Oh no, trust me, I'm
Cleanup is easier. It's faster.
A couple dabs. Yeah.
He's got one of those power washers in his bathroom. It's fine.
With some wet wipes, you're good to go. And if it shoots out fast, I don't think I can get into detail on the air. But
But just Tony Hawk's the bowl.
yeah, exactly.
Good God.
Like big, just splashing, and you're good. I am 100% pro diarrhea. Like I went to Mexico when I was younger, and for a little spring break. And on the way back, we had a meal before I went to Mexico, and I ordered the Mexican combination at a restaurant, which was a big mistake. I got a plate and it was covered in iceberg lettuce, and I didn't know what was underneath it. So I removed the lettuce, and there was like tostadas and things like that. But really, the combination wasn't the tostadas and the tacos. It was a combination of like salmonella and other like-minded illnesses. So when I got back to Flagstaff, I had diarrhea like 10 times a day for the next 10 days. I lost like 15 pounds. I looked fantastic. So I was not anti-diarrhea and never have been.
It turns out Montezuma was trying to help us this whole time.
Yeah, it's not a revenge, it's an assist.
Mm-hmm.
The more you know. Yeah. And that's not even your beef tip. Let's hit the reset, keep the conversation moving on the podcast. Be back right after this.
Montezuma's assist.
Thanks, bro. Yeah. No, I am Mexico. I am a fan of that. It does suck when it strikes you in public scenarios where you don't want to have it.
Right.
Like it happens to me at the Roadrunners games like almost all the time when I eat their like pregame meal, then I'm like, you can find me in the hidden bathroom there, painting the bowl. But at the same time, sit down, whoosh, and flush,
and you're out.
Dab, swipe, and gone.
Hey, quick question for Weirdo. Do you have to keep taking the shots weekly, or does it work for a while and then you're done and the effects are lasting?
What I've been told is you have
drug?
to. No. You have to take it weekly, and then they wean you off of it. They have to wean you off it for whatever reason, which I'm sure is not terrifying.
Reason. You say this so nonchalantly, like it's not a big deal at all. Yeah, whatever. Some reason.
Honestly, a lot of celebrities have been doing this for a while now. And like I said, if I didn't know someone personally who wasn't doing it right now and producing like amazing results.
But how long has she been doing it for now?
Very briefly.
Okay.
Yeah, and already is like I'm like if I get locked into a doctor here with the next couple weeks, I'll be like looking good by Christmas.
Well, and Shane, it started off as a type 2 diabetes drug.
Yeah.
So all right, so here's the list of what happens when you do stop taking it. Your appetite will return.
Yeah, good.
You will regain the weight and go away.
But like immediately, I mean, honestly,
Ozempic face will go away. Rapid weight loss spurred by
Ozempic
Ozempic
face.
can change the skin and reduce fat volume all over the body, including the face.
Yeah, no thanks.
see, I got a fat
So-
fucking face, dude. So like, imagine me if I had like a skinny face. You're talking like model material.
People who take Ozempic find their face can take on a gaunt, shrunken, and dehydrated appearance.
That's
Lovely.
hot.
You have to pull your skin back.
The side effects will subside
Look like Donnie Wahlberg in The Sixth Sense.
And-
I get all the ladies.
and blood sugar climbs.
Christian Bale in that one movie?
I don't know, dude. I don't think it's worth it.
Hell no. No, thank you.
You know what? I don't need advice for skinny people letting me know if it's worth it or not. You've been
Do
skinny.
you know why
Are
I'm
you sure?
skinny? Because I changed my diet and I worked out. Like
That's
like
right.
I hate to be that asshole,
Show
but that's
me-
kind of the simplicity of it.
Show me pictures of thick weirdo.
Garbage in, garbage out, buddy.
Weirdo.
Oh,
Yeah.
give me a minute.
It's simple
Yeah, I
science,
weighed like
caloric
160
deficit.
pounds at one point.
Caloric deficit.
Nice.
Nice.
Is that a lot? or not a lot?
No, that's pristine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun. That's like waves. You know what I mean?
I'm like 172.
I'm saying on a girl. I mean, you're at a girly weight. Actually, you need to gain at least 8 more pounds. 180 is manly.
I would like
For your height?
Yeah, wait, how tall are you, Shane?
6'1".
No,
6'1" and
with
how much
the
do you
hair,
weigh?
he's 6'5".
170.
170.
Have
That's not
you
bad.
ever measured your hair, like your height with your hair? Because
No.
it is visually
I should
deceptive.
grow it
I
out
think
some
you
more
are.
and then
Seven,
try
I
to-
think you are 6'5" at least.
He got so mad at me at the saliva show because I was wearing platform shoes and like had my bun on top of my head. He's like, God damn it, now you're taller than me. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know. That's all right though. I dated a girl who was 5'8" who liked wearing heels. It took me a minute to get over it, but I got over it, you know. And you know why? Because when you hold hands, it does feel weird when your like hands a little higher.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But it was
Not
fun.
comfortable.
Yeah, it was fun.
She's holding you up.
Kinda.
Your legs are like.
I know.
Hmm.
She liked it wearing heels. What can you do? I was still taller than her without her heels, and we're the same height laying down.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Same height laying down.
Yeah, that's a line I've used.
Mm-hmm.
So
In other words, please don't do it, Beef.
no, man. I think you want. First off, I'm not just negotiating my salary. I'm negotiating everyone's salary. I think you want me to do this, and you know, because I'm gonna have to go in front of like the president of the company and everything. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Obtainable. Show
So
Rico.
you want sunken
Mm.
eyes when you go see the boss.
Yep.
See, he just said,
Oh.
Yep.
thickness of that booty. Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Would you hit it? All right, real quick. Hit it or quit it. We'll start with Shane.
I think that's a yes. I think.
I don't know what to do with myself.
Boogie, 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 boogie.
That's a hit it.
That's a yes.
All right, Matthew McConaughey, hit it or quit it.
Oh, that's what you are? Yeah. Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely yes. Yes.
Yeah.
All angles.
I'm swiping right on that all day. Ba-boom. Yeah, that's
Give
fine.
me that
In
unicorn
fact, actually,
hair.
if you have a friend that looked like you formerly, let me know.
God, that was like
I'm
6
just into
years
chicks
ago?
with big hair that looks like cotton candy.
Yeah, 6 years ago now.
Yeah, I mean, skinny weirdo's okay too. I mean, it's good for pictures.
Thank you.
But you know, in the bedroom and stuff, you want chubby weirdo. I'm telling you, chubby weirdos are fun.
Yeah, but like honestly, with working out and everything, like I measure the same on my thighs and my ass now, but it's muscle.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's have a gym day. Let's all go to the gym. Come on,
Hell
Beef.
yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
yeah,
be
let me
working.
get my
I'm
shots
gonna be.
first.
Get you
I'm
into
gonna
the
be working out
lifestyle.
today in a costume.
Hell
Be
yeah.
Louise Belcher from Bob's
The
Burgers.
gym is the best thing you can do for yourself. I
No, I know.
guarantee it.
I had a gym. I don't like public gyms, but you know, when I had a gym at my apartment complex, I was gangbusters. I was all over it.
You got a pull-up bar?
Yeah. Come on, man. No, I'm not pulling you like you never been really fat then because you know, fat people don't necessarily pull up. We could push up, but we can't pull up. It's a lot more to pull up.
Baby steps.
I've done probably in my life under 10 pull-ups in my life. Yeah, the math
not
checks
easy.
out. No, they're not easy at all. All right, we're back here live on Rock 102.1 KFMA. I hope you guys enjoyed the show on the FM side. Again, our theme for Halloween was bands dressed as other bands. So every single song this morning was a fantastic song that you know and love here on KFMA that just happened to be a cover. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's our running theme, and we want to continue this each and every Halloween. So if you enjoyed it, reach out on social media and let us know. I'd like to thank our guests popping in on the podcast broadcast. Shane from Tucson Foodie, thank you so much. Don't forget that we released the director's cut edition of The Midnight Caller. So keep an eye on our social media pages if you want to see that in its entirety. It's our spooky little Halloween treat for you. A Beefeater Presents sketch written and directed by Rico. You'll see other edits as well pop up on other ADD sites like TikTok and Twitch. So keep your eye out for that and make sure you follow us. For that, though, we are all out of time. Let's see. Do I got a beef tip? I mean, I guess I do. I can share you real quick beef tip. They say when a fly lands on your food, it immediately starts regurgitating digestive fluid on it to get soggy enough to slurp. And that fluid can contain dangerous bacteria like salmonella and E. coli. So if you see a fly land on your food, don't eat it.
Don't talk to Jeff Goldblum.
Unless you're a fan of diarrhea like myself. And I say all day long, it's the quickest way to lose some weight. Do not do that, by the way. Don't do as I say. Thank you guys so much for listening. Unfortunately, that's all the time we have for today. Robin Nash is up next. Enjoy the rest of your Halloween. We'll be back tomorrow morning with Joe Coy. Drive safe, Friday, safe, later.
Upon a side of beef, soon
Squeezing it in
come an end to all your
That's what she
grief.
said.
But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
Yes. Thank you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Later.